Ah!
Today in Tracey's basement, we've got a NECA Christmas haul. Welcome back to the basement. Welcome to the channel if you've never been here before. Today we have a NECA Christmas haul. We have 4 NECA figures from 2 of our favorite Christmas movies of all time.
I got these for my birthday. This might be my favorite Christmas movie of all time, right here. Probably.
Definitely.
I'd say that's probably my favorite Christmas movie of all time, but I'm quite a Christmassy person, actually.
It's true, actually.
I do. But I don't like sappy stuff like It's a Wonderful Life and things like that. I like the goofy stuff, and even right down to the sleazy Santa slashers of the 80s.
So bad.
But yes, Tracey and Adriana got these for my birthday. So
we're big fans of NECA in general. When I saw these come out, yeah, I had to get them for Jason for his birthday. His birthday's so close to Christmas, and he loves Christmas, and he loves these movies. And they're just so fun. Look, they're really amazing. Cool. I was super excited to get them.
Yeah. They come in, if you're an inbox collector too, which you know I can't stand inbox collections. I hate them. I find them boring. But, you know, like I said, to each their own. They just don't capture any personality in box collections. They're just like, hey, look, I can Tetris everything. But, yes, the boxes are nice. They are nice window display boxes to fully see the figures. And, you know, the typical inbox collector has floating heads everywhere. So everybody looks decapitated in an inbox collection. But they are nice boxes.
Yes, they are nice boxes. They are collector friendly and all
Home
that
Sweet
stuff.
Home Alone. Yeah, now that's what I was going to say next. They are collector friendly boxes. So they can be taken out and put back in for display purposes. So we have 3 Home Alone guys. So I'm going to start with the Clark Griswold. Because that's just awesome. Look at that. This is Chainsaw Clark.
Funny story, when I found this in the store, Adriana was with me, and she asked me why he had Jason Voorhees mask.
That's how much of an icon Jason Voorhees is, though. That's how you know you're an icon, because it's not a hockey mask, it's a Jason Voorhees mask.
It's true facts.
Alright, the Shredder's got some work to do today. And I think these might have ties on them, so we might have to use the tie fighter today. Joy to the world! Yeah, you know. You know what I'm talking about. Oh, ties! They are there.
Knew they were going to be.
Okay, Tracey, so here is Clark Griswold, and you can show everybody him while I try to get all of his accessories out here.
This is so great, you guys. That is Clark Griswold to the T. So this is one of the figures that has the fabric clothing, which sometimes I like, sometimes I don't. It's perfect.
I'm usually more missed than hit with cloth style figures. I find a lot of them are off. I find their dimensions are off, I would say, like their proportions and stuff. But these ones I really like.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just the character in general or the fact, it's winter, he's wearing winter clothes and it's nice and fluffy and everything, but it looks good on him. You can actually remove the vest. It's got Velcro on it there. Cool. So if you wanted to do that, you can do that.
Yeah, but you gotta have the vest on because that's the scene.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? That's the scene from the movie. You need the vest.
With these parts. So he's got the little green vest with the red shirt underneath. He's got the black gloves. The hands are very well defined. You can hold some pieces. We'll show you in a minute there. Lots of detail on like the shoes and whatnot. Not a huge amount of detail on the fabric clothing, of course, but you can see like the stitching in the vest and everything. Well, it's nicely done. He's got these nice winter clothes.
There's only so much detail you can put in regular clothes because the most important thing about that entire figure is Chevy's face. You have to have, now that's my problem with a lot of the stuff from like stylized companies that put out. Now I love the Vinyl Idols Chevy from this movie that we got. Yeah. We have the Funko Pop of the Chevy Chase from this movie. It's terrible because there's one thing you have to have with Chevy, and that's his butt chin. Yeah. He has to have his butt chin. Chevy's butt chin is like the most important feature on a character that he plays in any movie. So true. A Clark Griswold figure has to have his butt chin. So that is the most important thing.
But I mean, his head in general, too. Like, they got his hair perfect, and just the shape of his face, everything is really nice. His eyes pop out, of course, because he's making that face. He's got the wide open, crazy. This is at the point in the movie where he's like, lost it, he's snapped. He's cracked.
And he's articulate, which is good because, you have to get the chainsaw and everything in his hand. So here is his chainsaw, and it looks like right out of Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
It does, actually.
Which coincidentally, his mask looks right out of Friday the 13th Part 5's VHS cover. But, so this is, of course, when he goes out to kind of scale down the size of the tree because he just gets way too big a tree. So I gotta figure out how this goes on though, because I don't think this snaps off. I think you just slide it down over his head.
It just slides over.
But it seems kind of tight, so I'm not 100% sure how to get that on over him here. So there he is with his mask on. The mask was really tight.
It was really
tight.
It
had to be kind of forced down a little bit. I say after you get it on once, it's probably not so bad because it'll stretch out the back of it a little bit, but it was kind of hard to get down just for note. And this is his chainsaw, and now this was tricky because it kind of confused me a little bit, but the chainsaw actually comes apart at the handle because his hands with the gloves on them, they're not like, open-faced hands like a figure.
You can't like bend the fingers open.
There's no slot.
Closed.
Yeah, there's no slot between the fingers and the thumb and stuff like your standard action figure. It's actually a slotted hole on both sides. So
we were a little confused.
Yeah. So the handle on the chainsaw comes off and the back handle spreads apart, so you can actually slide the piece through his hand.
Which is actually kind of neat because then he's not going to drop it.
Yeah, that is handy. Okay, so once you figure out, it's kind of easy, but the pipes and everything are a little confusing at first to get on. But once you get them on, everything locks into place, right? So he's not dropping it. So there you go. There is
such
Chevy.
An amazing idea for a figure.
I know. I was dying to get these open because it's getting later into the month now, and I really wanted to get these guys up with our Christmas display upstairs.
They would make such great Christmas decorations. I have no idea where we're going to put them.
Bend over and I'll show you. Come on, that's one of the best lines from the movie. So come on,
I'll give you that.
Come on, that's pretty funny when he does it. Bend over and I'll show you.
But I mean, come on, guys, that is so awesome. Look at the mask and everything is just so cool. Such an iconic scene, and I love how the crazy eyes are looking through the mask.
I forgot to mention too, he does come with spare hands without gloves on them, if you want to do that. And these ones actually have the open fingers and thumb, like a standard action figure. Yeah. And he does come with a tiny little moose mug too. Even though that's not in this scene at all, he still, if you wanted, he comes with the tiny little moose mug. So that's pretty cool there. Just a couple extra little options for you. But now it's time to break into the Home Alone guys, because we got 3 of these guys to go through. So let's try to get a quick look at all these guys. Oh, and this guy's got a bunch of twist ties. Oh, God, I hate these things so much. They are a lot easier now, though, now that we have Nick's TIE Fighters. So, they're not as big a pain as they were. But, yeah, I still hate this stuff. Okay, he's got a twist tie on him here, but here is Kevin McAllister, Tracy.
So we have Kevin, and of course he is smaller because he's a child. Again, with the fabric clothing, so well done. He's got that raggedy kind of looking Christmas sweater, the big fluffy red sweater with like bits of fabric and everything on it.
I just want to cut you off for 1 second there, because I just realized too, the back of the inside of the box has the battle plan.
Nice.
On it. So that's pretty funny.
That's gold.
So.
And he's wearing the jeans, of course, with all the stitching in them. You can see all the details on his shoes. Of course, as with the Chevy, the important part is his face. That's Macaulay Culkin through and through.
Which means I'm swapping that head, because he comes with the screaming face.
How can you not use
I'm not going to use the standard head. So let's pop this off right now. This is not going to be the way things are. Nope. It's Home Alone. This head is going on him. All right, so
did
there we
that
go.
head perfectly too.
There we go. It was a little stiff to get on at first, as most of these parts are like the hands, optional hands and heads when you first get figures. But after you put it on the first time, it's usually pretty easy to get on if you want to swap your display piece. But yeah, these are really nice.
Oh my god, that is perfect. So it's got big wide open mouth and it's got the depth in it there and the kind of wide open eyes. So yeah, that you couldn't possibly use the normal face. Come on. That's just
Look
perfect.
at me. I'm just playing with him now. I should be reviewing this guy, but I'm totally just playing with him now. So I can't get his hand up though. I want to do that. Ah! So there we go. So his sweater is wool.
It's actually
pure wool.
like a little knitted wool
it's
sweater.
like a little knitted sweater. It's got all the little random colored knitting spots too, just like a woolly Christmas sweater. It's always got those little tiny spots that are slightly off color. So that's really cool too. He's got his orange shirt on underneath. You can just see a little tiny.
I guess theoretically you could take the red off if you wanted.
No, it is one piece.
Oh.
It's important to the figure. You don't want.
Unless
you want to recreate the scene where he's in the bathroom putting on the aftershave, but that's not exactly a display piece. So, his pants, his old pants got the little stitchings all through them, and his boots. So that is a super cool figure. Again, the main thing is to capture the face.
Yeah, it looks just like
and the face is great. It's got the screaming face is the one I'm going to use because this is more the I made my family disappear face, but I'm going with the screaming face. Come on, that's
iconic. Come on,
that's just wicked. Okay, and he also comes with a bunch of accessories.
Of course.
So I'm going to hand you the accessories while I try to get him to stand up here.
So of course it's got the little Nero's pizza box.
Yep.
That's just awesome. It is just a little cardboard box, but I mean, come on, they got the perfect little the icon and everything on there.
He's got the BB gun that he's shooting all Buzz's figures with, and he gets Marv in the face with, and Harry down low with.
And it's got the strap so you can put it around him if you want it.
Yep. But of course, this is pretty cool too, but this is going to take a kind of a little bit more elaborate setup to use.
Yeah,
but
exactly what
it's
we'll
cool that you have an option. I can't get this guy to stand up right now because our table kind of sucks. But this is the bike handles, and it comes with a big long piece of rope. This is how he gets from the top floor of his house out to his tree house. It's like, you better come get me, I'm gonna call the cops. And Marv gets all panicked. Harry's like, from a tree house. But I love that movie so much. It's such a great movie. So lots.
That's a neat addition. It might take some playing with to get it set up.
Lots of super cool accessories, and the extra hands, of course, because every figure has to have an extra set of hands. So let's take out Harry next. So here is Harry, Tracy, while I try to take these extra parts out.
Harry is awesome. We saw these at EB Games, actually, and I saw Jason talking to our buddy Ross there about them, and he was
constantly.
He was just going on about how awesome Harry is and his face. This is super cool.
I love Harry.
Again, we've got the long fabric trench coat with the kind of, I don't know what you would call that, pattern shirt underneath.
That's pattern.
He's like layered. He's got the regular clothes underneath, and then you got the shirt and the long trench coat. He of course has his classic hat that doesn't last too long.
No.
In the movie.
Speaking of that, this is his alternate head, but I'll let you finish describing the figure first before I try to put the head on this time.
So the clothes of course are awesome. He is kind of a little bit shorter because he is a shorter person, and again the face is just perfect. They did such a great job capturing the actors' faces.
They got Joe Pesci down.
It's perfect. He's got like the little bit of a longer nose. He's got that ridiculous kind of a grin with you can see all the teeth and everything. His eyes are all scrunched up and you can see like the little crow's feet and everything around his eyes. Like, face is just perfect.
It's
face
great.
Is perfect.
Joe Pesci is perfect in that movie. It's absolutely amazing, and this figure captures him great. This is, obviously before he's too insanely mad at the end of the movie.
It's when he's still kind of in a good mood.
I'm going to show you these accessories here because I have to show everybody this alternate head. So you get those covered.
It comes with a bag of some sort. I'm assuming that's just supposed to be like the bag that they're carrying around.
Yeah, I think that's when their wet bandits are going around the houses. This head is on here really stiff for changing it actually, so I gotta wiggle this off a bit.
He does come with the crowbar. which is an excellent addition, and it's got the little, what do you call it? Kaleidoscope?
It's kaleidoscope, yeah.
Yeah, the kaleidoscope that he's playing with in one of the neighbors' houses. So that's kind of a neat little addition with all the colors on it there. Very, very nice.
Whew, okay. That's one thing I gotta say about these NECA figures I've been finding a lot lately, though, is I love the options of the interchangeable heads and hands and stuff like that, but very, very often the little ball joints that they put them on are way too small. They're way too tough.
Super, super tight.
Yeah, they need to be able to go on a little bit easier because you're really ganking on it sometimes to try to change them, and that's how figures get broken. So it'd be nice if they'd at least file them down or something like that to make them fit a little bit better, because it's not like they have to be on there super tight or anything, so the holes need to be bigger, is what I'm saying. But like I said, once you get them on there, it's great. But I had to show off this head, because look, this is after the blowtorch gets him on the head. What if you'd consider these spoilers for like a movie that I'm pretty sure everybody has seen?
If you haven't seen Home Alone, guys.
Like, come on. It's been 27 years. Yeah. So, alright. Go watch Home Alone. Alright? But yeah, this is when the blowtorch gets him in the head from Kevin McAllister's trap.
He's got the red skull.
Yeah, it's all burnt on top with the little... See the little burnt circle there? Because that's the one spot of hair he still has on the top there. And he's got the feathers all sticking out of him there, because it's after when he gets basically kind of like oiled. It's not tarred, but it's like oiled and feathered. Yeah. Some kind of like oily, sticky substance on the saran wrap, and then he gets feathered. And like, that's not even a trap that hurts him. That's just like insult. That's just like Kevin just like
insult to injury.
Boom, drop the mic. Like you're no worry to me at all. It just makes him look ridiculous rather than actually causing him harm.
So and in addition to that, he's making the face.
Yeah.
Where he's like...
God, I love this figure.
That's perfect.
That is just so well done. So we got to take him out. We gotta look at Marv now. We got to look at his partner in the Wet Bandits. So here is Marv Tracey, and he also comes with a loot bag. So
last but not least,
yeah.
We have, with the long brown trench coat and the big black buttons there and the great big pockets. So he's got the fingerless gloves, of course.
Yeah. That's the pre-Sticky Bandit.
Pre-Sticky Bandit.
That's still the Wet Bandit days. Pre-Sticky Bandit days.
Black and white clothes underneath there, and just his hair. I can't help but laugh at his hair. He's got that big puffy, like almost a fro. He's got so much curly hair.
Daniel Stern's hair in that movie is pretty fantastic.
Yeah.
It is pretty great. Yeah, he is very well done as well.
I will say, of all three of these figures and their multiple heads, this is the one head that I find is a little bit... His face just doesn't quite look right to
This
me.
one's a little bit off. Yeah, it's still good. It's still great, but the face is a little bit off on this guy. I was going to mention his trench coat and stuff could be a little bit longer, I find, but it's still a great looking figure. But yeah, this is his face.
He's making kind of a goofy-ish kind of a face.
It is the face he makes a lot in the movie where he's like that. Yeah. But yeah, this one is probably the most off face. Like I said, it's still great, but it is a little off. This face, the alternate head he comes with the iron mark on it from when the iron gets him in the face. So that's pretty cool too. Again, something about this face I find a little bit off compared to the others.
Yeah, not quite right. There's something
especially the Joe Pesci one.
Oh, he's perfect.
The hairy one is amazing. This one seems a little bit off, but I still like it. He's got the sour face on, because I mean, come on, who wouldn't have a sour face? You just got hit in the face with an iron. And that's a mark. That left a mark right there. But he also comes with the crowbar, of course.
So you could do crowbars up.
Crowbars up. Yep. Do the part where he's trying to get into the house and the door is unlocked. So you ever watch that scene closely? He just jams it right into the wood.
Yeah,
it's like not even trying to open the door. And of course he's got the snow globe you're looking through, and he collects all the little snow globes on the dashboard of their car. Their plumbing.
Very cute.
A-OK plumbing or something, isn't it? So that's their cover. They're going around plumbing. So very, very cool. I said he is the tallest of the three, obviously, because, well, he's a tall actor, right? Yeah. He's very tall in the movie.
Kid,
so
short man, tall guy.
I'm going to have to swap. I'm not going to swap his head right now just because Harry was so tight.
Yeah.
It was so hard to do. But I have shown you the head. I will get a picture of him with the iron mark on his face to show you guys.
I would definitely say the additional heads for each character.
It's great. You can get them pre, bad guys are here, and post bad guys get beaten. Yeah. So I dig them a lot, but I do agree the alternate heads. They make these figures really fun. They make them a blast. Everybody remembers the whole movie's great. Oh. But everybody remembers all these ways that these guys get hurt at the end of the movie. So and that's why it's a holiday staple. So yeah, I love these figures. I'm so glad you got them for me for my birthday. Thank you very much. Love my chainsaw Clark to go with it too.
They're definitely going to look amazing as Christmas decorations.
They are. They're going to look pretty awesome up with the other things.
So I can't wait to get these out. You guys, let us know in the comment section below if you have seen these for yourself, if you have picked any of them up for yourself. Do you love Home Alone and Christmas Vacation?
I love both those.
You better say yes.
A lot. Christmas Vacation is probably my favorite, though. Yeah.
Let us know in the comment section below what you thought of these figures, all the NECA fabric versions of these Christmassy figures.
Yeah, these are excellent figures. I got them at a great price too, and got them at EB Games. So check your EB Games because every EB Game seems to hold a little bit of different stuff.
Yeah.
And I find EB Games now is really starting to branch out from like having like just like the same two things in the store, like your lately, mystery minis and your pops and like a couple other things. I find lately they're really bringing in a lot more cool figures and stuff lately to give us all more options. So
check it out. Keep your eyes open for these guys if you're interested.
Since you didn't ask this time, I guess I'll ask. Which one is your favorite? You forgot to ask which one the favorite is.
I did forget. Ooh, that's a hard question. I really, really, really like Clark, but I think I gotta go with Harry.
Yeah.
Harry's amazing.
This is my favorite Christmas movie, and I absolutely love this Chainsaw Clark. Look, you can even get him. You get his arms up. You can do the whole Texas Chainsaw Massacre thing. Woo! But I think the best captured figure here of the character in the movie has to be Harry. It has to be Harry. It looks so much like Joe Pesci.
Spot on.
And it's got the grumpy face, and it's got the burnt toque with the hair. Out of all four of these are great. You can't go wrong with any of them. But of the four here, Harry has to be my favorite.
Definitely.
He is fantastically done. That is huge props to NECA on that figure.
Of course, let us know which is your favorite of these four figures that we showed today. What do you think of their faces and all that kind of thing? Let us know if you picked up any for yourself. What's your favorite movie between them? Huh? If you've enjoyed the video, please give us a big thumbs up, share with your friends, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and Snapchat at Tracey's Basement, Jason from TV on Twitter, and of course, as always, guys, keep coming back for more Tracey's Basement. Bye!
We're gonna have the happiest Christmas since Bing Crosby tap dance with Danny. Okay.